the final video where I talk about the bank contract that we're going to be building. We're going to start building it very soon, but I think I have one more concept to introduce to you before we start building it, and it's going to be libraries. This week was supposed to be the week where I introduced libraries to you, but I think a lot of you have yet to you know catch up on previous videos, so I don't want to overload you with content. Trying to make it in bite-sized pieces, so even when you're watching it, you can pace yourself. So I'll do libraries in a separate video. Maybe if I have time this weekend, I'll release that separately. You know, yeah, just watch out for that. Otherwise, maybe it'll be next week. Um, so what you want to pay attention to is, for our bank contract, we're going to be doing things like deposits. When a person deposits, they deposit into like maybe three different kinds of pools. There's a low risk pool, there's a medium risk pool, and a high risk pool. So a pool is basically a pool of funds, POOL. And in those pools of funds, I think I wish maybe I'll prepare some slide deck for that. In those pools of funds, somebody can borrow from them, and they can borrow from the low risk, high risk, and medium risk. The low risk, high risk, medium risk will be mostly different types of collateral. Yeah. So if you provide a risky collateral, you're borrowing from the high risk pool. If you provide a safe collateral, you're borrowing from the low risk pool. And also the risk tolerance. Yeah. If you borrow from the high risk pool, you are risking a lot more of your capital of your collateral. If you borrow from the low risk pool, you're risking a lot less of your collateral. You know, so basically, if your collateral loses value, maybe 10%, um, your loan could be called in. But the other one, if you would have to like lose a significant amount. So yeah, I mean, it's all stuff that I'm still fleshing out. By the time we're ready, everything, I'll show you a deck of what we're gonna build, and we're gonna go ahead and build it. Um, I think hopefully I can actually do that on a call, on a Monday call. I can show you, oh, this is what we're going to spend the next few weeks building. I'm aware of the time. This is a 4 week, this is a 12-week course, and now we've done, this is the fourth week. So the next 8 weeks, we're going to be building stuff, a lot of stuff. So, yeah, you've made it, congratulations, you made it this far. Um, I want to give you a challenge. My challenge is basically in the last phone book contract. Let me see if I can find it. This one. No. Sorry. In the rock paper scissors contract, we used payable. Can you modify this contract to, instead of using payable, to use token? So basically, can you import token in here, and when you're doing the make choice, can you make sure that you are depositing ERC20 token instead of using like message.value? That is a very massive challenge. If any one of you is able to do that, take it from me, you are 25% there. Yeah, 25%. Like, you're not like 100% employable, but you're 25% employable if you're able to swap out the payable function for the token. So the payable uses the base token, the base token which you use to pay for gas, which is what funds our transaction fees. But instead, I want you to use this. That's a challenge. Let me know if you can, if you're willing to take on that challenge. All right, then. Have a good week, and I look forward to catching up with you.